Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Kent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
How may I serve?
Donos emeragith, wanarakora chi drunka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata. Dawacho sinu poendo rakawa ichi rendumo para makawana abawasi. You kroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada be mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Inwamagro, may rangana noruta. Febko emariam gawata situ insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda waka. Mopiguna wana si chukoratawa. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada be mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. And let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Koshoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to talk to you about anyway. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Koshoni crystals will...
I see that... Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get anywhere else, including a lightsaber crystal.
Malampro tarawantika sa samchabarda watasha kontia chama umbrata tiwas. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wachiaki yukito tune. Gavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Ta come tak playa justing miki gongo beaste. Kun grabila kingo mulara kichi kuta klasa kisha. Chone murlera Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik de mawimbo kranda mi bilan. Punta chiwita. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata. Mulibrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunga se. Utadira mat mandrakotu sa minarinkadin.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get anywhere. I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it. So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? A pity. The Republic needs every capable person they can get. If you'll excuse me.
Fasa susho wi, kana ina doka ches, kapato rondi loso chi rana dikdik, now ji ka chi a ubang ta. Karanta gaka, chanama, kono nomo suto wima tonabo. Lutanas, antihit murira yun chuba. Tutami sikiluta, chuba yubang lara boktara torang.
Tawini malre, una bola quechua wantungatong. Krachi kusa kunta chubatun boraramwa. John Sobo Marimpa, Komarikata Nimpuna Kea Sorupa Manwante, Nekama Korondi Samarakanti. Mogachi, Norta, Imbreve Sotamici, Pratanga no me vide tota Rojawana Chike, Bromne Brava, Nikate Sosagor Kavatumpa, Ola Telewe Nikata. Shunko, Jova Ninja Chimba, Paxi Tretuju Juju Pitie, Primtaba Nin Sochu.
Purnacha nin sopa maranga do risa vota, Govana met, Sucha tolabache kamatuch, Purtek choka.
Dochi no Mazurunta, Ragichi-sa?
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito sasa grindeyo. Krech mizoto minaka de sama krema krach vituto vakaraze zon mama potaka chi bintano vereka tocha heremba sobo rama hota watakan. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito sasa grindeyo. Tahupo botenya go jucho picha, tabani sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, juvadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo, kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rijiso karvenokso, mochito sasa grindeyo. Tahupo botenya go jucho picha, tabani sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, juvadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo, kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rijiso karvenokso, mochito sasa grindeyo.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain. I did too. She had a sharp wit, that one. Sad to see her go. Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. Never. Dagon thought...
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her. I know his face.
Manatandi Goroto, Mopiguna Wanasichin, Si Wanobosh, Nunchka Wanasicho, Ronabamanga Khan, Mopigawa Josi Muchuto, Tanto Todos, Tumukarata, Miranganoroto, Dosimana Rachata. Krotonoranga Manatandi Goroto, Mopiguna Wanasichin, Si Wanobosh. Krotonoranga Manatandi Goroto, Mopiguna Wanasichin, Si Wanobosh.
Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mokbiglo na wana si Jin si wano bush. Aramontok tumukara chukorak. Grun kanawana mochi nito rabanaka. Dosimona ra racha. Gona chitrum paba nakaras. Tanto todos tumukarata. Meranga noroto. Dosimana rachata. Minsukre masukun ratungala. Merontono junsara roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu. Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mokbiglo na wana si Jin si wano bush.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe someone in here will know more about what happened that night.
Bosa non chirinta masuking kurawanka. Bosong chinsun mi karanga do mai chonga. Tu es rectona tu insula raka rakachat. Minsukre masukun ratungala. Merontono junsa raka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something. Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you have... That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. He might have even bought some.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most favorable market conditions. 1B8D cannot haggle. This is also a part of my primary behavior matrix. Market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base cost value. Do you have any interest in my goods? Greetings, Master. That 1B8D was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B8D was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components based on most favorable market conditions. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif and the Cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Nita manta yumar lordawata no sanazika. Tawancha morechiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata. Dahuba bo sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Bazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. What the hell happened to you anyway? Your face looks like the back end of a dewback. Well, regardless, I owe you and Mandalore one. We go way back, way before he became Mandalore. In my experience, Mandalorians always know about the doctors around. For some strange reason, they keep getting into scrapes. You want to know more? Ask him yourself. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. A real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with. Little dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. I give my customers a menu of options. If they go for the deluxe, I'll clean up the place and put on a new smock. Otherwise, they knew the risks. Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are flaming liars. At least I'll tell you the truth. I'm in it for the credits. Like what? Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? Nobody knows for sure, but everybody thinks that General Vaklu has to have something to do with it. They're keeping the attempts quiet, but that place is locked down tight. A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. If he isn't a Jedi Master, he should become one. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. But Kel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
Stay out of trouble.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. Those words will be your last.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You have made a powerful ally, Jedi.
So, you're back. My offer still stands, 2,000 credits for an open starport visa. This is excellent news. I'll gladly pay you 2,000 credits for it. It is worth more, indeed. The highest I can pay is 3,000 credits. No, the pleasure is all mine.